Hi, my name is Anant. I host these SSIS talks for Saint Soldier International School, Chandigarh. In this episode, we will talk to a group of students about reading. These days, a very common complaint of parents and teachers is that children do not spend enough time reading. And as we all know, reading is a very important skill that every child must master in order to do well in academics as well as later on in working life. So we asked children some simple questions about what they read and what challenges they felt about reading and how they overcame them, what good habits they developed to ensure that they could read effectively. So let's see what the children had to say. What do you like to read more? Books related to the subject or books that you read for recreation?
Sir, fiction books.
I could read fiction or I could read the biographies.
Story books, fiction books and self-help books. It is a Japanese comic book also called manga.
What about your school books, academic books? Do you like to read those books?
Yes, sir. I like to read histories.
Sir, most of all general knowledge books and history related books.
So what can we do to increase the speed of reading?
First is the most important vocabulary. We should learn new words in our subjects only. Like in English, we can learn many new words. So if we know the meaning of those words while we are reading a book, it will help us and it will save our time to not use dictionary that time. We can just simply read the book.
So would you say that we can read more effectively when we are at peace and the mind is calm?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, we can read.
And what can we do to make our mind calm when we sit down to read if the mind is not calm?
We can do meditation. It is the best way.
Tell me, when you pick up a book and try to read it, do you face any challenges, any difficulties?
Sometimes, like I don't get perfect posture. The lighting is not proper. And my brother, he annoys me much.
Okay, so there are disturbances occasionally. What do you do to overcome these challenges?
Sir, sometimes like I lock my door.
Okay.
Like let me read. And at night when I'm free, I read those books. And after my homework, sometimes.
Okay, when do you find reading to be most beneficial? On a daily basis, when you read a little bit every day, or let us say before the final exams? When is it most effective?
Sir, reading daily.
What advice would you give to other children? What should they do to improve their reading skills?
They should read their textbooks and then storybooks, fairy tales and books that have morals in that.
So whenever I read a book, I visualize what the author is saying. I imagine myself there and then I read the book.
Would you like to give some advice to people who can't concentrate? What should they do to improve their concentration or to improve their reading skills? What suggestions will you give?
So first of all, don't take reading as a homework. Don't take it as a burden. Take it as your friend. It's just your friend who will helping you, who is always with you.
Always read in a quiet place so that you don't get distracted of anything.
All right. Would you like to add something in general? What are the benefits of reading?
It will improve your learning skills. That new words your vocabulary will be increased. You can find new meanings of new words that you can apply in your basic life. We can use in conversations. These are like basic benefits.
When we read, we can focus on new things, we learn new things, and we also learn some new words that can help us. You can fresh your mind, like meditation.
but it is a very interesting way of meditation.
Sir, the benefits of reading is that we can learn how to read, speak new words, and understand the meanings. It can also increase our vocabulary that can help us in our future studies.
It will expand your knowledge. And the second thing is when you read one book, you will be eager to read another book, and then it will continue.
Yeah. What about other areas of life like sports and technology, right? Do you think reading will help us improve in those areas as well?
Yes, sir, because in sports, what's there is, one there is physical strength that you will always gain with practice. But then there is technique also, and from which you will get from book like how to hold a bat and how to do tackling and all those. And in technology, you just need to keep yourself updated with what's going on in the market and how to use it.
The children never disappoint, do they? Once again, they provided us very good insights about what we can do in order to read more effectively. I would like to add, for the benefit of the community, the students, the teachers and the parents, that reading is not a passive activity like watching television or watching an internet video. For reading to be effective, it requires active engagement on the part of the reader, which means the children must have ample time to assimilate, to understand, and very importantly, to reflect on what it is that they have just read. So if reading is followed by a discussion or some sort of engagement where a child gets to reproduce the information and discuss or debate the concepts learned, it is likely to lead in a much better understanding than just reading for memorizing and reproducing the information in an exam and so on. I think these children demonstrated very good understanding of what reading is and how to get better at it. And I hope all of you enjoyed the interaction with the children as much as I did.